Hey everyone, continuing our series about Codium AI. So we are in the third video where I'm going to explain about the feature where it explains the code. So when there is legacy and complex code or any sort of code that is there, we select it and ask Codium AI to explain. It can give you the explanation about the code, what it is doing there. Let's see how it works. This is the IntelliJ ID where I already have installed Codium AI, and there is one product that I already have. There is one microservice that I already have opened. So this microservice is also in one of the videos that are there, and how to install Codium AI and all that we already have seen. So if we are on this one, so select Codium AI in this one, open the test panel in here. There are multiple products. So if you select this one, so log out, go to settings. First of all, you need to log into this. I'm already logged in, that is why it is not showing that option. Otherwise this will give an option, login Codium AI. So you just have to log into that one. What I have open test panels in here. Okay, and this is how default instruction it is giving me. But what I want explanation for any of the piece of code that I have in my system. So what I'm going to do, I will go to controller class in here. Let me minimize this one for a second. So when we have Codium AI, so at all places wherever it is, you can see the Codium AI icon in here, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm on this constructor is there, but this create product is there. I want to come to this place, post mapping update. So it is not showing the option in here, not sure why, but it is showing me here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to come to this place and see what explanation. Test shoot and code suggestion we are going to cover separately. For now we are going to see the code explanation part. So we selected this part here, right? So the product client controller constructor initializes the controller with an instance of product client service. This service is used to handle product related operation such as creating, updating, retrieving and deleting the products. Example uses, expand it a bit. So product client service, new product client service, web client builder, controller, this is how this can be called. And client service is an instance of product client service that handles all business logic for product operations. What is the flow of the code? The constructor takes an instance of product client service as a parameter. It assigns this instance to another field variable of this one. Output initializes controller with provided product client service instance. This is how we saw, and it gives pretty good explanation, right? So if I take you to the code from my perspective, what it is there, product client controller is there, client service is a dependency in here, and product client service has all the business related code that is going to create the product, update the product and delete the product. So all the life cycle of product operations are going to be handled in this controller. This is the endpoint of this one. Okay, so this explanation we asked for was for constructor only. So let's try to have the explanation about the class itself. Let's see what difference it makes. So explanation wise, it is taking the context of whatever we are selecting in here, all the classes, it is reading through that one and the related classes also and trying to explain that one. So code explanation, because we are asking for the complete, that is why it is taking time. Now you see, the product client controllers class is a Spring Boot REST controller that handles HTTP requests related to product operation. It delegates the actual processing to the product client service and provides endpoints for creating, updating, retrieving and deleting products. So how we can use this summary? This one we can use it for the documentation. This is the one place that I see I can use it, the documentation of the service. I can use it for that purpose. This is the example uses that is there. That is how I can use it, right? And these are the main functions of this class: post, put, get, delete, and these are the methods of this class. So API documentation, as an API documentation I can use this one. So this is where code explanation is going to help out. So code explanation so far is working good. So let's try another class that is there. So let me go to the service in here. In the service we have couple of methods around it, right? So this is the class, client service is there, this is the constructor, and this is the in here. Let's see there is this create product. So this is the explanation that I already have, like I was trying out and I was able to get the proper explanation around this one. So now let's try to get the explanation about this update product. It works pretty good. The summary, the update product method, it sends a put request to update an existing product using the web client. It logs the request and response detail, checks for specific status codes, and either returns the response body or throws an error. That's what it is doing. Update product, it is using web client, it is using the put method, right? It is doing some exception handling, and it is responding to the user with the response that is there. So I can take this out and I can use this as a API documentation, and this is what the example uses that it has given itself, that how it can be used. Code analysis, input, this is the input, this is the flow that is going to be there, like put it sends a put request. It sends a put request, logs the request details, from where it is taking the log the request detail. If you see the instantiation of product web client, so this is what we have added, these filters, request and response, logs the request, checks if the response is 403. If it is 403, then it throws an exception, my service exception, with a custom message if true, converts the response body to a string and returns it. So this is body to mono, this is converting the response to a string and returning it to the caller. So explanation part is working pretty well. So it can help us, like the code that we are writing. So if we want to have a documentation around it, we can pretty much generate from this one and use that directly. That is the one way. And if we have any legacy code or any legacy class, that is pretty much hard to understand. So you can just go to the class and ask it to suggest the, like this is what the command is in here, like test this class. Under this one it does all the things, test shoot, code suggestion, and code explanation as well. Example uses this one, create product, update, get, and all these things. So this is how you can use the code explanation and try this out. Let's see how it is helpful in your case. Actual example, realistic use case that I saw for this one, that I can use this one as API documentation for me. Let me know in the comment section how you are using this code explanation, whether it is helpful for you or not if you're using this one. I'll see you in the next one. The next part I'm going to explain about the code suggestion here. So till then, take care. Bye bye.